Is consistent life-altering trauma just part of life? My sister and I often joke that our life could be a movie or a book, and I'm just wondering, like, is that true, or is this normal for, like, everyone? I mean, please hear me out, tell me. I've written down all of the life-altering traumas I have suffered that I could think of, leaving out, like, regular trauma, like grandparents dying, people close to me dying, stuff like that. Like, that's life. So starting from a young age, I was severely emotionally, physically, sexually abused by my parents. My mother specifically was super abusive. She would cut my hair off. We ran from state to state. I went to several different schools. There was no consistency, no safety. She had a drug, alcohol, mental health issues, and I watched her slice her wrists. And she tried to take her life on several other occasions. She was in a motorcycle accident where she actually died and was brought back to life the day I started first grade, so she missed that. Not that it mattered because she wasn't there for any of the other ones, but I woke up to that on the day of first grade. When I was 17, I dyed my hair and I got my front tooth busted for that. My sister and I are 14 years apart, and I adopted her when she was 11. She was taken by CPS. I was 26 at the time. I was pregnant, and during both my pregnancies, we were going through dependency cases in court. During this time, I had to get an injunction against my mother because she was going on social media, giving my address, saying that I had kidnapped her child. During my third pregnancy, I discovered that my husband had cheated on me in the backseat of our minivan at a bar, God knows how many other times. He was an emotionally abusive narcissist and had substance abuse issues. I had preeclampsia with my daughter, and I had her at 32 weeks, but I was in the hospital for a whole month before. During that time, my father-in-law died. We had his funeral on the day that I took her home. My husband had several recovery relapses during this time, but I felt the need to stay because I wasn't feeling good. Turns out I had a brain tumor. My daughter also had heart complications from being a preemie, so she had heart surgery 2 days before I had a 10-hour brain surgery. I lost the hearing in my left ear as well as my balance nerve, had to do PET and OT to learn to walk again. During that time, I also found a lump in my breast. I have atypical hyperplasia. I have to have MRIs and mammograms every 6 months, and I had the surgery to remove it. I also have endometriosis and grew a 2.3 centimeter endometrioma, which I had to have removed. These were very hard surgeries to recover from, especially after brain surgery. Now I'm going through an awful divorce. Thank God I have the resources and support to leave him. But it has been traumatic because there's been several times where my children's safety was in jeopardy. And I have an injunction against my husband right now. Going back to court has been super fucked. Like, is this normal? Is this life for everyone? I can't remember a time where I actually felt safe, comfortable, and happy. Is this just how it is? Because, like, I'm fucking exhausted.